I found my last dragon bone necessary in the bird nest in between now and then. Yeah.
Hooray. Congrats.
Now I can have the sword that hurts me.
Huh. Now that you mention it, I gotta wonder how many dragon bones I have. I have 3.
You have something that...
The,
Well, yeah, your main sword.
my main sword, yeah. How many do you need for the last tier? 5?
5.
Oh, I don't have enough.
It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that's 1, 3, 6, 10, 15 total required. I'm hollified already, so I think I'm just gonna go unless you want to make it through there with somebody else.
I mean, I can just go, I think.
Okay.
Once I remember where it is.
If that becomes not the case, tell me.
If it becomes not the case, you will hear that it has become not the case.
Just the sound of sobbing?
Yes. No. I mean, no.
It's a hard game, I get it.
Not that hard a game.
What are you talking about? It's difficulty for difficulty's sake, blah 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 blah.
I forgot to change out my name engraved.
Feels good to have the Chaos Blade actually doing things. Mechanically, it's only slightly better than the Uchi. It just feels good. Of course I say that, it literally hurts each time you use it, but that's okay.
And you say it feels good.
It and the broadsword are in all the Souls games, okay? And whenever your first couple builds were absolutely the kind that utilize such a weapon, it's nice to have it rejoin you. Hello, Agdang.
Yeah, no, fair enough. You got familiar with it, got used to it. I was just dealing with some dark ladies, so
No, I was talking to Agdang. I said hello.
I thought you said I think.
No. Sells the Ring of Thorns +1. And Soul Spear.
Sell Soul Spear? And get another
You
copy
do.
of Soul Spear?
Yeah.
Hmm.
12,000.
Human, do not produce light. Light.
Do not walk in here with a torch. He'll get really mad. But you can light up the entire area with the big torches, and everything will be fine.
First thing he says is halt. Human do not produce light. So. It's these guys with their big curved sword thing that I wanted.
The Dark Blade? Or the little curvy thing?
The little curvy thing that the wardens, I think they're called wardens, carry. It's a good dark weapon.
Ah.
I am Agdane,
I had to
god
acting.
of light. Countless dead rest here in peace, cradled by the comfort of dark. Light only agitates.
Right.
Crushed eye orb and a fire seed.
This task was granted to me.
I can now invade the church lady. For her past transgressions and current transgressions.
Some wise, some
And really just because she's a bad person.
you will find him
Mm-hmm.
deep inside. Many castle servants and the like, but they rest here.
Then you have to go punch her to
Bells.
death.
Bells summon enemies. Enemies bad. Enemies also drop magic sword. Good for that guy, bad for me.
Humans were one with it. The former king of light, he feared humans.
Bonfire.
You humans. This
How
place
much
is
do you have to say?
death is equitable. Tell me what you
He's
desire.
got some lore.
Your gesture. And see you south. The Ring of Thorns. That's not a
Yes,
bad
when?
ring to have.
Ow.
Oh, he sells the Soul Appease spell.
Is that one important?
That was the spell I was talking about. That does the extra damage to everything. Sorry, does extra damage to undead things.
Farewell, human.
Magic shield, not the sword.
And rats, apparently. Don't you need to light a lot of torches here?
Yeah, there are torches that you can light, but there's a big main one that does most of the work.
Right. So
Oh, that's not good.
butterfly.
Just don't do it anywhere near them or else they all go hostile.
Anywhere near acting?
Yes.
Yeah.
The guy that specifically tells you not to light fires. Also, I hope that your fire protection's up to snuff because, ow.
I have pretty decent fire protection. Not decent enough dark protection, apparently.
I hit you with a dark attack.
I lit the first fire thing I saw, and he's casting lots of magic. Lots of magic.
Oh,
at
that
you.
guy. Where the fuck is the hollow that's ringing this fucking bell? And why is he such a prick?
Where did
I got their
that
sword.
invader go?
Oh shit. What does their sword do? I know it's very special, but why? Requires 12 intelligence, does a lot of magic damage. Yeah. Look into getting that. It's less cumbersome than the moonlight.
What sword?
The blue flame.
Oh yeah, it also lets you... That was a mistake. That was a mistake.
Use your sorcery with a strong attack.
Yeah, use sorcery with a strong attack, so I don't need to have a wand in the other hand.
But you have a very strong staff.
It would be stupid of me to do that because I have a very strong staff.
That said, though, it's nice to hit things. I mean, hell, we'll let you equip a shield.
It's true. It's a very rare drop.
What, the blue flame?
Yeah.
What are the odds?
I know I was here spending like 2 hours, 3 hours one time trying to get it and didn't get it.
Well, I have done it. Thankfully, it is useless for me.
I got one more petrified dragon bone. Only need one more.
Shit.
I destroyed that thing, and I don't think it comes back.
Statues do not.
Oh well.
If that is the thing you are referring to.
It was indeed a statue that I was referring to.
That said, there's like a lot of them, so.
Yeah, I'm not too worried. I just didn't want to deal with that one guy anymore. Random pyromancers are random pyromancers. But also pyromancer.
They say pyromancers, they do pyromancer stuff, but then their sword is a spell sword. The nameless usurper. They come from my bones. Don't parry a dagger, idiot.
What I am not prepared for is their swords.
The blue flame.
They do a lot of damage to.
Fire.
And I keep ringing this bell. Because the swing of the Moonlight Greatsword is just that wide.
It's a big sword.
Yeah, there's statues everywhere. Not statues, but gravestones.
Bells.
Gravestones and bells.
And a lot of the bells have a hollow that's set to run directly at them. I got the triple crossbow thing. Hooray.
Isn't there a secret wall right here?
Very possibly.
Hollows that keep respawning, apparently.
Yeah. It's okay, they can drop their hat.
I got one to drop their gloves.
Not quite on the same level as their hat, I'll be honest.
Wrong spell, wrong spell. I was not punished for that.
How forgiving.
I feel like I should have been punished for that.
Okay, drop down. Immediately try to find the way out because about 5 of them are gonna spawn. Yep. This way? No, but I'm gonna go in anyway. Actually, yeah, it's got this thing in it. Hooray! Okay, my Velstat's ready. Technically. No other bits of preparation I can really do that make much of a difference on my end anyway.
All I can really do is just hope I'm going the right direction.
It's pretty linear.
Is it?
Yeah.
I got invaded by Forlorn.
Yours must like you more.
Why do you say that?
Because mine don't like to invade.
Mine are always invaded.
Like, mine are conspicuously absent. That broadsword's at risk.
Are you supposed to go up the ladder?
You can.
I mean, is that the direction that you need to go?
I'm kind of surrounded by fire right now.
It doesn't matter if that's the direction I need to go anyway. Because I need to.
Up the ladder is like a loot area, I think. Unless, of course, the ladder you're referring to is the one next to the bonfire.
It is the one next to the
case.
bonfire.
Well, you're only going to go down that ladder. Unless it's not the one right next to the bonfire and it's the one a little bit farther from the bonfire.
It's the one a little bit farther from the bonfire.
Well, in that case, that one's just a loot area.
Okay. Good to know. Thank you for telling me. I got Avalanche. Anthem Heavy Bolts.
For when you want to go pew pew pew.
Doesn't rely on stats, so I can.
I don't know why you would.
What if something's far away?
Then use a bow.
Bows need stats.
Then use one of the bigger crossbows. Which also require stats.
Those guys can't be poisoned. Cool. And they hit really hard despite having just 2 shields for weapons.
They're big hunks of rock.
I got one of their helmets.
Their armor set's actually difficult to get because they don't respawn. I don't think they do anyway. And if they do, they don't like to drop their stuff.
Looks like a lot of people have died in this hole.
Let's light up the crypt. When light is revealed, the shadows rise.
This is not the right way. Of course, someone rang the bell. This is not the right way.
The right way has a little line in the center of it.
Well, that would be good to know, but I'm currently in a position where I cannot utilize that information.
You'll know it for next time.
I did find out that Soul Greatsword can kill those blue floaty dudes in one hit.
It's so strong.
Means I have less to be worried about, but now I need to find my way back to go collect my souls. Again. We hope no Forsworn invades.
Or hope that they do. They're unique enemies. They give you things.
But they're not things I need.
What do you need in this game?
Magics.
That's a want.
Oh, they do respawn. They do being the shield guys.
Lightning spear from across the world. Good for you, guy.
Did you go off to go fight your boss?
No. I just summoned the paladins by lighting up the crypt.
What do you need to light up the crypt?
A torch. There's a little area to activate it underneath the bridge.
Under the bridge, okay.
Shield at the insolent.
I can't see the lines.
Spamming AoE. I mean, it'll work. Scummy, but it works.
Fire aesthetic drive from using Twirling Titanite. Okay.
What?
I went to that little loot area you were talking about.
Ah.
I essentially went backwards on my head against the wall and needed some thing else to do.
What's bonking head against wall? Like, legit, what's the problem?
Hmm?
Like, what's the issue?
I don't know where the line that you were talking about is.
It's
So I'm just kind of
physically, like, in the path.
physically in the path. I could just
Yes.
destroy all these
Also true.
waves. I want to do that, but I don't want to do it. But
Probably keep one or two so you can farm the guy. Just pick whichever one you hate the least.
there it is. Cool. Ooh, item. I hate them all equally.
Okay, then find whichever one whose arena you hate the least.
It's not the way to go. Now, how is that? We're just waiting at the end of the fire season crust. Are you just waiting at the boss door? Or are you somewhere else? My guess is boss door.
Hello?
Hello.
Darwin. Without any provocation. It did.
I have no clue what you're saying because I can't understand you.
That power went out
Ah,
for no obvious reason.
that is a problem.
It is.
Are you okay?
Yeah.
Alright, I can make this episode short.
Well, hold on. Everything's coming back online.
That's a good place to get a soul vessel.
I just need to check the record.
OBS is typically smart about saving recordings
I'll find that out.
when it crashes.
I don't think we can call that a crash.
It's not
Crash implies that the thing failed.
not technically a crash, that is true. That is due to no fault of your own.
Of course, Steam won't get off of offline mode. I can't connect to the internet. Whoa.
If you are connected via Wi-Fi, they typically take some time to come back up.
That's great. Nah, it's wired. Can you still hear me?
I can hear you.
Did it go weird?
It's
Okay.
phone quality calls, but I can hear you.
Well, it's on an earbud, so I would think so.
Hey, that's weird.
What?
Random invaders out of nowhere.
Did you like the thing?
Yeah,
They're not that random.
a little bit of random. There shouldn't be two of them. At once
No, there's
in the
like a
same
bunch.
area.
It's a bunch whenever you light the thing. If that's what you did.
Huh. I knew one would spawn by the light, the candle, essentially. But I didn't expect more to spawn everywhere
No.
else. Sounds like your power was coming back and then it just flickered back off.
No. Sounds like the recording corrupted.
That is a problem.
It did. Fuck.
Can you just pull the VOD and then cut it where you start the
Technically,
recording?
technically, you want to connect yet? Yeah, I know you didn't shut down correctly. The power, for no fucking reason, swapped up. Let's see here. The computer's reconnecting properly. The other recording is done though. Is not gonna go.
Your first recording fine?
First one's fine. The other computer is in fact connected, but it won't go online. Steam on anyway. Because I was gonna say beat Velstad at the very least.
I can call it after being Velstad. Actually, no, it's recording 30 minutes.
I said at the very least. Because you go there, you get the King's Ring from Vendrick, and then you're sent toward Aldia's Keep. Aldia's Keep isn't a very long place, it's just a hallway. And you also get to talk to the sorcerer guy there, who gives very different responses if you're a human or if you're a hollow.
Stop healing yourself.
Well, you've pulled the lever, right?
I pulled the lever and brought down the bridge.
Because I can't get the other computer to go where it needs to go. What time are we at?
In recording?
Total, do you know?
Total?
I'll just check what the latest VOD is.
My first episode was 2 hours 10 minutes. My current thing's at 32. Add 10 minutes for the break, so 2 hours 50 something minutes. Almost 3 hours.
Yes, we're at 2:56 from when the stream cut off. That means it's more or less 3 hours, even if it wasn't necessarily all 3 hours of stuff. I think that we talked to Aldia. Right, yeah.
Yeah.
And that was where the cutoff point was in the other video.
That was about the end of the other video.
So I wouldn't be too heartbroken if we just say, okay, sure, fine, whatever. And come in next time with Velstad being the target.
Right.
I'll just explain that the power shut off and it corrupted my shit. Because it did!
So I can just scrap this whole recording. Right?
Why would you scrap the recording?
Guess why not?
Do you want it? Okay, is the intent there not to have a different number than what I'm releasing at that point in time?
Yes.
Okay, then put it in as 14.5.
Okay. Put it in at 14.5.
So that way, the next people. But from what you can currently tell, tech problems are a bitch.
Yeah.
Luckily, if you're viewing Thaddeus's viewpoint, you get to see the only surviving footage of exploring the crypt.
So you can see my horrible footage of exploring the crypt. Don't you dare. No. Hit the
It's
bell.
exclusive. Next time, tell me, and I'll just toss it to you before we get a belt stat. Because it is a one-handed sword that's more easily to utilize
What
than the Moonlight one,
sword
probably.
is it?
Blue Flame.
A blue flame. It is a one-handed sword. It's an intelligence-based sword, I think.
Mm-hmm.
So it would be
Yes.
very useful for me, I think. And I would thank you if you would just hand it off willingly.
And if you get a second one, then you can toss it back at me for whenever I have no reason to, but decide to be the ultimate wizard man.
Speaking of, I need to give you back your slumbering shield.
That's yours. You dropped it. You killed the enemy.
I got a second one when I killed my
So
own
did I.
enemy. I'm pretty sure I have their whole full armor set.
You earned them both. Well, apparently you killed a lot of them, so they will stop respawning if you just wanted to take them one at a time.
I'm sure I killed some of them enough times that they did stop respawning. And that's why I made it through, because some of them stopped respawning.
Okay,
But,
well, I
alright.
do apologize, but this is, I guess, where I gotta end. It just turned it off, and then it came back on a second or two later. Long enough to corrupt my recording.
That is a shame.
So if you were wanting to be done, I guess you got your wish.
I wasn't particularly. I thought we would get through this boss and the next one.
We're finally on the upswing after fucking Amana.
Yeah.
But now, Amana must win in the end.
They couldn't beat you in the first place, so they just took out your internet and beat you that way.
Turned it off.
Not even just your internet, they turned off your
Fine.
power. But alright, I
But
guess.
now the nearby nursing home's generators are going to be on for the next 2 or 3 hours. Which is loud.
Definitely not a recording environment. But that means I need to end my episode here. So I guess it's a 14.5.
You'll be prepared to fight Veldstedt.
We'll see 15 next time. Whatever that is. Goodbye.